No one wrong way. Listen to me. This ain't up for debate. You gotta love. Maybe.
It's week 8 of the NFL, and this one features Kyren Williams. He had a performance for the ages last week, one of the greatest we'll ever witness. It's the 49ers and the Broncos, next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. They can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start, but I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging. Defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 23 carries, 95 yards, and a score.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in the running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called.
And now off to the races down the right side. Inside the 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The numbers for Williams a week ago, just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total, scary. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Looking to throw. Peters buying time to his left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Got a man, that's Ayuk. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And he's going to be taken down. Remember, he needed 4 yards. And 4 yards is going to be what he gets as they do convert here on 4th down. Throwing on 1st down. Peters. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. Oh, look at the juke. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. But you look at this Bronco defense. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one. Because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Peters. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him the 1st down.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. Their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now they got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Williams again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Peters. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Moody good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Willis.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's Kyren Williams running out for another possession.
A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Peters.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. But you look at this Bronco defense.
Yeah, they come into top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL.
There he goes, left side. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 70 yards. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Moody good with the extra point,
and we are tied at 14. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And we get another look now at this Broncos offense.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Pretty entertaining start. 14 all to score. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
On the move past the 40.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Here's Kyren Williams running out for another possession.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw better than that, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he gets it down to the 32. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Peters on the move to his left.
And that nearly intercepted. The free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
A give to Williams, running right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Back to throw. Peters. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown!
Brandon Ayuk with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners have taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 21-14.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
Back to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way home for a Bronco score. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
There's receiver Brandon Ayuk as San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now Williams running left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
They run it again with Williams. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Off play action. Peters. They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Jake Moody now on for the field goal.
From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play.
110 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He gets it to Addison.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 37. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Broncos have regained the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. On first down, Peters. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Peters. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On 1st and 10, Peters. And his throw is incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd down, Williams.
Oh, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Peters. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A final shot before break. Peters. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the 49ers have taken the lead on the final play of the first half.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
Taking it about the 1.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, 49ers.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. But, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 18. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 114 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Peters. And that one going to come up short, low throw.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. To throw on 3rd down, Peters. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. That is caught. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he gets him a little bit closer, takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short time.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kyron Williams, he has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd down and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's Kyren Williams running out for another possession.
So a 6-carry drive the last go-around, touchdown on the end of it. We'll see if they can duplicate that here.
I think that they would like to. I know every runner that we've ever met would love to carry the ball more and more and more. In fact, we keep a ball in the booth just for demonstration purposes.
You're holding it right now.
I'm going to give it to you. Is it heavy? Is it that heavy?
No, it's pretty light.
It's pretty light, right? So keep giving it to him and let him do his work. It's not going to slow him down.
If it's light for me, it's definitely light for him. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Screenplay set up for Williams.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, Peters. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Operating from the gun, Peters escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Here we go with Williams. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They'll look to throw now on first down.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Gets past. There he goes, right side.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Looking to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
And that's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield equally good.
And his kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is...
Back now here on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds. And then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 9. This is caught by Williams. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series. A chance here on this drive to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark.
Throw him the ball. Throw him the ball. Forget analysis, all right? Let's just root a little bit here. Get him the football and get past that 200-yard mark.
Well, you want that. You seem excited.
I know, and it's really weird because normally I want guys to intercept the ball.
Right,
all right? I want him to knock it down. In this case, he's been fun to watch.
The former DB rooting for the wide receivers. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Operating from the gun. Peters eluding the pressure right. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now back to throw.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. They'll set up a throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll look to throw again.
Slant route, and he's got Addison.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Operating from the gun, Baker. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Baker. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Looking to throw, Baker. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Trey McBride from a yard out. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride.
Oh, what a juke into space.
Here's Kyron Williams running out for another possession.
He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it.
2nd down and 6 now.
They give it to Williams running right. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, it's Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
To throw on 3rd down, Peters. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Fielded just outside the goal line. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
So the Broncos now down by 2 touchdowns. 1:45 to play. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Baker. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the 49ers are going to have it here just past the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fielded just inside the 30. Denver's offense now set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.